I'm Eric Russell, and this is Under the Wig with Monica Duvall-Farrah.
Hello!
How are you doing tonight?
I am doing fabulous. A little disoriented, a little winded, but I'm so super excited and so super happy.
Now, I was have to find out, how did you pick your name, or how did you get your name?
It's actually a really funny story. As you know, my best friend is Michelle Levine, and at the time she was a Devereaux, and we started the same day, but I wasn't taking it as seriously then. I just picked a name out of nowhere just to get through it, and then it ended up being something that I really enjoyed, and I wanted to come back and do it. And we were watching an episode of Friends. We had all of the seasons on DVD. We would just do marathons, and we were going over what I needed a name. Like, I needed something formal, and I wanted our initials to be the same because we're cheesy like that. And I always loved the character of Monica on Friends, so I chose Monica. And I needed a last name that started with a D, and so Duvall was like the fanciest thing I could come up with at the time. And it just kind of grew from there, and then Farrah became a part of it when I competed in May for India Farrah's competition to be her drag daughter.
What brought you into drag? What made you decide you wanted to do this?
Originally, I was a theater major. I went to Radford University for theater, and I've always loved performing, putting on a show. I remember being like 10 years old in my bathroom with my sister's bra on and water balloons. So I guess you could say that it was meant to be. And once I came to Richmond, I really wanted that opportunity to perform. And I'd gone out, I'd seen a few shows, I'd gotten to meet the queens, and it seemed like something really exciting. So I tried it, and I loved it.
What inspires you to do drag, or just inspires you daily?
What inspires me most is I've always loved music. I think music is therapy. I think that no matter what you're feeling, there's always a song that just really speaks to you. And when you feel that, it makes you want to smile, it makes you want to cry, it makes you want to dance. And I just love being able to convey that because I just feel like I'm a performer at heart. And I'm still learning, I'm still growing. I find inspiration from other queens, from things out in the street, something I think is pretty, like, you just draw from things in your everyday life, and you do your own interpretation of it.
You just won Esther Bunny's Ultimate Drag Race. So you went against the first 6 seasons, winners from each one, and you walked away as the Ultimate Drag Race winner here in Richmond. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. It's so tough when you go against a group of girls like this, not only because they're all extremely talented, but we're all so close and we're all such good friends. But it's nice to be in a competition like this, and you can be backstage with each other and know that if you need something, there's 5 other girls that are going to help you regardless, because it's a sisterhood here. We all love each other, so regardless of who would have won, we all would have been happy for one another. So it's just a blessing, and it feels true.
And then from watching you from your very first competition to now, you have grown so much. And I know you make a lot of your own outfits now.
Yes.
And I know comedy is one of your strongest things that you do.
Yes.
The Lucille Vitamin Benjamin had me rolling.
Thank you. I feel like laughter is one of the best medicines. You can't take yourself too seriously. And I've always said you should never apologize for the way that you laugh, the way that you smile, or the way that you love. And it's always important to just keep that lighter side, because anything you can always turn your frown upside down. You just need a positive attitude and maybe, a couple jokes, but I love to make people smile.
Now, you've started doing some impersonation, and you look
Yes.
Liza. What do you love about doing Liza? Because you've done Cabaret and Liza Z.
I love doing Liza because Liza is a challenge, because I'm about 5 times bigger than she is. And so I have to pull off wearing all those lingerie costumes and try to look as good as she does. And she's just a blast. She's very like me. You just watch her on stage, and she just looks like she's having a good time. She's not about being perfect or polished. She's just up there trying to show you what she does, and she's just smiling the whole time like she's living for it. And That's me. I may go out. Sometimes I look pretty. Sometimes I look a mess. I'll be the first to tell you, but I'm always going to have fun, and that's what it's all about.
What have you learned from doing the drag race, and you've done some other pageants and competitions?
Yes.
What have you learned from all those?
It's nice when you're in something, especially like Drag Race, where you're given certain challenges where it's not really dictated, but they give you a guideline. You still get to do your own personal interpretation, but it really forces you to take that extra step, to try something new, to do something different, something you thought you could never do. And you show yourself that you really can do it. Even if it's not a total success, you have to love that you committed to it, you did it, you gave it your best, and you look back on it with no regrets, because ultimately you learn things about yourself, you learn what you like, what you don't like, what you're good at, what you're not, and you blend it together to make your persona the best that it can be.
What are 3 things that you have improved upon since you first started being a performer and entertainer doing drag?
Definitely my costuming. That was always my biggest hindrance, and I would spend so much time worrying about it. If you feel like you don't look good on stage, you don't feel pretty, you don't feel confident in your number, I've worked on taking notes from other queens, because it took me so long to get out of. I get so in my head for numbers. Everything has to be planned, routine, mapped out, choreographed. So to watch other queens and learn how to free your body up, open yourself up to drag dancing and feeling the music. And I've just learned it's all about being yourself. If you're enjoying it, the crowd's going to enjoy it. And I feel so blessed to have had so many opportunities. And there really are some great entertainers and some great personalities and people in general here that really teach you a lot, and they help you and they bring you up. And I feel very blessed for that.
What would you say to somebody who's just getting into drag or is just getting into anything they really feel passionate about? What would you say to them?
I would say don't lose focus. It's very easy when you have a drag situation, or even with everyday jobs, there's always going to be politics involved. There's always a competition, so heads are going to butt at times. You just have to remember that it's all about working together in a sisterhood, because you never want to burn bridges, ever. And we're here for each other. We have so many people hating on the gay community and the drag community. So if we are not supporting ourselves, who is there to support us, and why should we feel like we should be treated as equals when we don't treat ourselves as equals? So it's just important to remember that you have to do you to the fullest, but remember who got you to where you are, that there are 10 other people that want it just as bad as you do, and it's all about working together and building each other up.
If people want to find out more about Monica Duvall-Farrah, where can they reach you, contact you, find out where you're performing next?
You can call me at 434. No. You can find me on Facebook. If you don't know me already, I'm sure there's someone in Richmond. It's always 6 degrees of separation in a town like this.
Exactly.
Someone is gonna know someone, and I'm always up for meeting new people. I love making new friends, learning new things about others and myself. So if you see me, come say hi. I don't bite unless you want me to. No, just kidding. But no, yeah, just look me up. Come say hey if you see me out.
Well, congratulations.
Ask me anything.
On winning.
Thank you so much. And thank you for being here all these weeks and taking your time out to photograph and interview. It's just as much your time. All 53 of them.
6 seasons.
That's a year straight.
Pretty much.
A year straight.
And I love every minute of it.
And we love you.
Well, this has been absolutely wonderful. This has been Under the Wig with Monica Duvall-Farrah. I'm Eric Russell, and you never know whose wig I will get under next, so tune in to find out. I will see you next time.
Thank you guys.
Mwah.